My boys love swimming. They're getting exercise, they're learning to be safe in the water, which is so important in Australia. It's just a day to be a family and normal. I'm Melissa. I live in Canning Vale. Want a ham and cheese toastie? Yes. In our family we have Lachlan, who is 11, and he's been diagnosed with cerebral palsy, Erb's palsy, autism, and he is also colourblind. Then there's Elijah, who's 9, and Elijah's been diagnosed with cerebral palsy also, and autism, and something called Waardenburg syndrome.
Doesn't he usually have a tree?
He changes it every time. Sebastian is nearly 3, he'll be 3 in about a month. He currently is pending diagnosis for autism. You hop down for a minute? Are you on the bench? Excuse me, Elijah. We've only recently moved as a family to NDIS, as we are one of the last areas to be picked up under the NDIS rollout plan. Lachlan, Elijah and Sebastian require different types of care and levels of care depending on where they're at. And there's the paediatricians, then there's the different specialists. Year-to-year costs for the 3 boys would be in the tens of thousands. The shortfall for all the funding, we're probably missing in the order of $20,000 easily. I've made phone calls to NDIS to see where we're at, and they can only tell me that it has been assigned. Gate up, no trains coming. So it's not easy, you can't get answers, you can't get a timeline.
We'll talk to, either me or Mary will talk to the head nurse about you charging.
Nurse Donna said I can keep it in my room.
That's one person and she may get in trouble for that.
No, I've talked. Oh, stop.
My name is Nadine Tomlinson. I grew up in France, now a citizen in my family. We're all citizens of Australia. In 2012, my daughter was diagnosed with a rare brain condition.
It's okay, it's no big deal.
No, you're pissing me off.
Chloe, it's okay, it's no big deal.
No, you're pissing me off.
Chloe was always an angry child. I have 6 and she's my 4th. And she just was really hard to raise. She's very angry and because she's in constant pain. So imagine growing up with atrocious headaches and having your brain compressed.
Well, then why would you saying like it's a different situation when it's not?
Well, because they may see it as a different situation.
She needs 24-hour care and she's very unpredictable. She's been diagnosed with psychiatric personality disorder. So she can't live on her own, but she can't live in our house either because she's too violent.
I was at my psychologist appointment and we were talking about stuff and like it brought up a lot of like emotions, and I think I was just like ignoring them and hiding them, and I like had like a little breakdown.
It's easy to take care of a 3-year-old that has a tantrum, but not a 22-year-old.
It's still the same
Yeah,
thing.
but her situation is...
Chloe got into the NDIS late 2018. So right now I get $230,000 to pay the support workers for the next 12 months. I knew right away it wasn't enough because there is no way I can pay 4 support workers.
Thank you for calling the NDIA.
I'm calling in behalf of my daughter. I'm her legal guardian. So now I'm on my 4th appeal with the NDIS. The funding should be around $500,000, which sounds really like a lot of money. Mary is one of Chloe's carers.
What's that too, Chloe?
Oh, so these are my new meds.
I would say she had about 40 carers in the last 3-4 years that she pretty much chewed up and spit out. And they don't come back.
Do you want us to do it together or you just...
Yeah, let's sit down.
She runs away from home. So, and it usually takes 6 police to get her into the back of their van because she doesn't even make it in a... Sometimes they just try to sedate her. Because of her violence and all the things that happened over the years, she destroyed her relationship with everyone in the family. Her siblings don't want to be around her. So right now I'm on New Start, which is terrible. It's quite hard, and I'm just, I don't know, I can't predict anything. I'm very scared about the future because I don't know, I need to work, but I can't at the same time fight the NDIS, fight Chloe, fight the doctors, fight the government.
You may be asked to complete a confidential, automated short survey after you have finished speaking with one of our operators.
So to provide the care for my sons, there are many sacrifices. So as a family, we don't get to really do much together because we just don't have the time or the funds. Financially as a family, we struggle. Like a lot of families at the moment, times are tough and we live pay to pay. I was working, but now I'm not, and part of it is because of all the time I spend managing all their funding and stuff. The balancing act between all the financial responsibilities and then the care the boys required it's a tightrope. You are walking a tightrope. We've had to sell our house. The house is on the market. We're going to move into a rental just to save a lot of money so that I can make sure that my boys have the best opportunity. As my boys grow older, I hope that all the sacrifices we're making now mean that they can live an independent and fully productive life with very minimal impact from their disabilities.
I got a phone call, I think it was Friday, from the person who's taking care of the appeal, and I pretty much won my appeal.
I have really good news.
The funds actually, compared to what I had before, tripled, and I'm able to get more care for her. And she'll get more support workers, and they actually get paid the right amount that they're supposed to be. I don't have any idea why they changed their mind, because I've been appealing now for 2.5 years, I think, total. I was getting desperate to try to find the help I needed. So I mentioned that ABC was doing a story on my battles with the NDIS. I don't know if that influenced it. I feel like I'm finally listened to, but at the same time, I know that it's going to take a lot of work. I'm hoping that with years of therapy, she'll get to a point where she accepts her condition and she can have a life. It's really hard to see your kid deteriorate and continue to deteriorate when, as a mother, you have hope. All I want is some hope. Have fun, Chloe. Bye. All right. See you. Bye. Bye.
In a statement, the NDIA apologised to the Tomlinson and Rolls families for any delays and said the agency would continue to work with both families to ensure they have appropriate funding. The full statement's available on the 7:30 website. Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.